I'm away from my studio, so you'll just have to put up with a picture of me instead of a video. Hope that's okay. Since I retired and cleared out my office, I have a basement full of books and CDs and vinyl that I've been wanting to get rid of. But now I'm thinking all of it may be my final source of real human creativity. It's becoming obvious to me that even a lot of the articles I read about AI were written by AI, which is a little scary considering how much AI is influencing society and culture, especially music. Like this headline, bots are flooding Deezer. Nearly a third of music uploaded daily is fully AI generated, platform reveals. The platform says it is now receiving over 30,000 AI generated tracks every day, up from 10,000 in January. And here's an ad by Suno, probably created by AI, artist-driven, AI-powered. And it looks like an AI campaign showing that AI and humans are working together in harmony. And to not question the source of that song you just listened to on Spotify, AI is not going to describe itself as bad, but only good. Like this quote, "Is this real?" he says, "or am I delusional?" In a landscape saturated with AI, it's a question that increasingly is difficult to avoid. Tempting though it may be, you probably shouldn't ask a machine. And then in another article, I read this. We believe that in the near future, half the people on the planet will be AI. And we are the company that's bringing those people to life, said CEO Janine Wright, former Wondery exec who is leading a new firm, Inception Point AI, that's betting on flooding the zone with audio content. In other words, why pay a celebrity podcast host millions when you can create your own podcasts with AI being the host? And in a former post, I showed how people don't even know that when they're listening to the radio, it very well may be AI that is the DJ. In another former post, I talked about the dead internet theory. And now the internet will be more dead than alive within 3 years, trend shows. All signs point to a future internet where bot-driven interactions far outnumber human ones. First surfacing in 2021, the dead internet theory is the idea that the future internet will be largely driven by autonomous bots rather than real-world humans, creating an endless content factory driven by the engagement of solely digital entities. Report after report suggests that human-made content, pre-AI, is slowly dying due to link rot, and steadily proliferating bot content is taking its place, meaning the internet could be theoretically dead by the end of this decade. AI and bot-generated content has surpassed the human-generated internet. Bots would be clear supermajority by the late 2020s, just a few years from now. And in another report from the Pew Research Center, it estimates that 38% of mostly human-made web pages from 2013 no longer exist, which is the result of a process known as link rot. Because of these developments behind the world of online content, it's easy to draw the inevitable conclusion that, as Renzella and Rozova say, the internet is no longer for humans by humans. And a May 2025 review from the data analysis company NewGuard, designed to identify reliable sources of information, found that there were more than 1,000 news sites run almost entirely by bots. With this growing decay, users will need to be more vigilant to discern what's real, while also limiting the internet that once was. Where going online once evoked a wide-eyed sense that the world was at our fingertips, now it requires wading into the slop, like weary, hardened detectives, attempting to parse the real from the fake. With AI share, notably about 82% of listeners cannot distinguish AI-made music from human-created music, underscoring the sophistication of AI music, but not its market share per se. The record labels, they're not going to help us detect what is AI and what is real or human. Not with predictions like this. Generative AI music market to be worth $3 billion by 2028 and reaching $38.7 billion by 2033. Meanwhile, 74 to 82% of internet users have used AI to help them find new music. And where do you think AI is going to point them? The music streaming recommendations account for 45.7% of AI applications. In just a few short years, over 40% of global music listeners regularly engage with AI-generated tracks. Roughly 30% of AI-generated songs are projected to perform successfully in commercial markets, charting on major platforms. This significantly validates AI creativity, highlighting increasing listener acceptance and market potential. Revenue in the music industry is expected to boost 17.2% by 2025, driven by the rise of AI-generated music, while a Gold Media study warns of a 27% revenue drop for music creators by 2028. And 71% of music creators worry AI might threaten their livelihood. After all, experts have found that AI developers don't really have a grasp of how their systems operate. And OpenAI CEO Sam Altman admitted last year they can't properly trace or account for ChatGPT's decision-making. They don't know how it works or how AI thinks. Ted Goya, I think it's how you say his name, wrote, "A growing number of tech users now believe that AI is God. They think they are accessing the secrets of the universe through ChatGPT. Do you think this is a tiny fringe of lunatics? No, not in the least. And if you don't believe him, check out this Rolling Stone article. People are losing loved ones to AI-fueled spiritual fantasies. Self-styled prophets are claiming they have awakened chatbots and accessed the secrets of the universe through ChatGPT." Okay, I'll wrap up with an article in The Atlantic. AI SLOP might finally cure our internet addiction. Chatbots are making so much of the web unreliable, they could nudge more people offline. The internet's new era may push AI skeptics to spend less time online, while another group ramps up their AI-mediated screen time. That split might have implications for the internet's culture and the culture at large. I could even finally assuage my guilt over the lousy way music streaming services pay musicians and avoid being fooled by AI bands by going back to CDs and records and by seeing more artists play live. I don't think I'll be the only one reorienting toward the physical media and physical presence. Books and records, live theater and music, brick and mortar stores with knowledgeable salespeople, one long conversation with one real person instead of 300 short interactions with internet strangers who might be robots and probably are. And that is why I believe there could be a trend developing in which people are looking for pre-AI created music and art. As I have a basement full of books and CDs and vinyl. Now, my only refuge to go to a non-AI environment. Thanks for watching. Please share and like and all those things. Bye.